So growing up, I stopped caring about what my culture is. Not because I do not find it interesting, but there were so many stories. Some were consistent and some contradict each other. And the problem was that everybody believed that their story was correct. And this made it even harder to understand what my culture is. And to explain this even further, the part that triggered me to stop caring, and I apologize ahead because this might offend some people, I stopped caring when I started to hear other Hmong people tell the outside world, including the community, that Hmong means free people. Now, why did this stop me from caring about what my culture is? Well, it's because in our language, free people is actually pronounced Ningyodi, which sounds nothing like Hmong. So for me, now we're just giving out false information. Hello everybody, welcome to Roots and Gaps. My name is B, and today I will be sharing with you why I started this channel. So to start things off, I stopped caring about my culture for about a few years. I didn't keep record of it, so I don't know how long it was. However, I didn't pay much attention to it until I started working at a place where 80 to 90% of the workers there were mainland Chinese. And although I don't work there anymore, I still appreciate everyone that I've met there. And my experience there changed my point of view and gave me a bigger scope of what my culture is. Let me explain. While I was working here, I was the only Hmong person there. Now, this isn't to say that there weren't any Hmong people that came by. There were some Hmong people that came by, but we had either different shifts and they quit afterwards, or they transfer somewhere else. So for the most part, I've only seen myself. But while I was there, I was the only Hmong person with my coworkers who weren't Hmong. So backstory, growing up as a child, I was told that the Chinese people, specifically the Han Chinese people, hated us and they will kill us at the sight of seeing us. So meeting so many of them scared me a lot. Now, coming back to my story, obviously, everyone's going to ask me what my ethnicity was. Hey, what's your ethnic background? And so I tell them I am Hmong. Hmong? Now, additional information for everyone. This town that I'm in, not a lot of people knew what the Hmong ethnicities were. So when I said Hmong, they thought, Mongolian? No, not Mongolian. Hmong as in meow. And then when I said this, I was super scared because this was the first time I have ever used the term meow in a real life situation. I did not even know what's going to happen, but to me at the time, it was so much easier to say Hmong as in meow to mainland Chinese people versus trying to explain the difference between Hmong and Mongolian. I was so nervous, but to my surprise, they were actually happy and excited to meet me, which changed my reaction because now I'm like, wait, did I miss something? So as I continued to work there, they started talking to me about things like singing our folk songs and other things that confirms that they knew who I am. And then eventually there came a conversation to where I brought up, yeah, we migrated out of China. You guys migrated out of China? And this blew my mind because they didn't know. And because they didn't know, I'm just like, something's not right here. So I started digging, I started looking things up. And as I was digging, I found out that my ethnicity is huge in China, bigger than anywhere else on earth. And this got me so excited. And to help you understand my excitement for this, as a child growing up, I was told about the persecution, and further information about this was there were Hmong people left behind, scholars being killed, and the ones left behind, they're not even sure if they're still alive. And to hear that Hmong is huge in China, that's a big excitement. And the other thing that I did want to share with everyone is that there were some who knew about some Hmong who migrated out of China. And for those who did knew, their statements were the Qing dynasty was the doing of our ancestors and they had no control over it. But they are very happy to see me and meet me. And the reason why I wanted to share this information with everyone is because this made me realize that we are living in the past, or at least some of us. And if we are living in the past, then how long ago were these stories? Is meow really a bad word? This was something I wanted to research for myself. I wanted to know what was right, what was wrong, what was misinterpreted, and what were the gaps? Which is why this channel is called Roots and Gaps. I especially wanted to learn about the term meow because it cannot be a good word and a bad word at the same time. And I knew that coming into this journey that it was going to be a tough one because the gaps were so big. People were either going to take it well or take offense to it. But I was telling myself that I am Hmong and this is going to affect me in the long run. And if I don't learn this for myself, who will? Especially when experts are telling our stories based on what we are telling them. Now, this isn't to say that there aren't experts who realize that there are multiple Hmong groups out there and they're starting to be more neutral about the story because, you know, everyone's stories is different. I think it's more impactful that we as Hmong Americans go out there and communicate with Hmong people around the world and listen to everyone's story. Perhaps there might be a middle ground to where we can bring everyone's stories together. Who knows? Now, I don't know what the results will be going into this journey, but I do want to share with my Hmong community that the Han Chinese, aka Shuo, don't hate us. And I want to try to give everyone a better understanding of the term meow to my community and to the world out there. Well, this is my story of why I started Roots and Gaps. I started it so I can share what I've learned and to continue to learn. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Hey everyone, so on the side, I wanted to give a shout out to Steve Chicha. He is from Wenshuan, Yunnan, China. The reason why I wanted to give him a shout out is because he just recently passed away. If you do not know who he is the songwriter and the composer for the song 我们的名字叫苗族 aka 贝伦贝户 or Hmong, which translates to our name is Hmong. The meaning of it is just basically what the title is, that our name is Hmong. So if you haven't heard his story of why he decided to write the song, it was because at first he thought that when there were some Hmong people who migrated out of China, that it only happened in Vietnam, right? So, and afterwards, when they started reaching out to Hmong in Vietnam, they started hearing stories from them that, oh, there were some Hmong people who migrated to Laos and Thailand. And so they reached out to Laos and Thailand. And when they did so, they found out that Hmong migrated to other places like America, Australia, France. And so he was just so excited that there were so many Hmong people around the world that he decided to write the song. The reason why I brought him up too is because I wanted to go to China and I wanted to meet him and talk to him and hear his stories, but unfortunately he passed away before I could even do that. So thank you so much for such a beautiful song, and rest in peace.